Hello, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. So this is a little kitchenette area in my office. This is my coffee maker. There are a lot of people who have to have coffee. They're not going to make it through the day without coffee. And then there are those of us who are more tea drinkers, who want to make the tea because they're not going to make it through the day without without a cuppa, as they might say in England. I want to talk to you about something that's similar, but yet even more so. It's like coffee on steroids. Here it is. It's a principle that comes from 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 17, maybe it's 18, but I think it's 17. Here's what Paul says. Paul says, pray without ceasing. Now think about that. Pray without ceasing. Does that mean Paul's telling us to pray while we make coffee? Pray while we make tea? Pray while we wash the dishes? Pray while we do our videos? Pray while we fill in the blank? In a sense. But I don't physically and verbally say, Lord, while I'm making this coffee, I pray to you. Lord, while I'm taking out the sugar, I pray to you. Lord, it's not that. It's the idea that we need to live with a conscious awareness of the presence of God and our relationship with God. My wife recently went out of town, went to visit a couple of our girls who are away at college. And I missed my wife immensely. And when she got home, we caught up. But then I felt so much better, even if we weren't talking, simply because she was present. And we were in the same vicinity and area. That presence, combined with the relationship, was a communication point with us. Here's what I'm driving at. When Paul says pray without ceasing, what he's calling for you and me to do is to be in a conscious relationship with God where we recognize his presence. And we are in dialogue with him as the dialogue flows naturally in a relationship. But it's not the kind of thing where we go to visit God every other weekend, or we make an appointment with God to see him on a Sunday morning, or we decide we're going to plug in for a 4-minute video thought for the day and think about God for those 4 minutes. Praying without ceasing, or being in dialogue with God without ceasing, is a constant recognition of his presence with us, and then being in a relationship with that presence. And I got to tell you, that's more important than daily coffee. It's more important than daily tea. It's more important than anything else you could do today. Be conscious of the fact that God is with you, and be in dialogue and communication with him all day long. Pray without ceasing. Your day will be richer, I promise. And that's your video thought for the day.